straight into the 4 a.m. hour, and then we have Juve morning.
Juve morning. We have Juve 50. We're calling it Juve 50. We're going to have one of the biggest Juves ever. So I would not try to go to Hitmakers and then go to Juve. I would just change in the car and just get right out on the road for 4 o'clock.
There's no going home. It's night at the Hitmakers, straight into Juve morning, and then can we go
Where we're going around the pond, eh?
Yeah.
We're going classically right around the pond.
Yes.
That's all we're going to do. Remember, it's a Saturday morning, so we expect more people because the front side people are also free. But there are some churches that will be open, so we can't take routes that try to disturb everybody. So we're going to round the pond. We're going to have our classic route for Juve 50 come out. It's going to be mad.
How many
and then
bands
after
for the
Juve, we have our second Juve as it's being
How many bands for the Juve?
How much bands for the Juve?
Oh,
a lot. Actually, almost every band in St. Martin is in for Juve. Today we're going to finalize what that's going to look like, and we're going to get it out to the public before Friday afternoon, definitely. Yeah.
And then right after Juve, we have our second Juve as it's being dubbed, which is
Caribbean Flag Fest.
Caribbean Flag Fest.
5. It's the 5th one.
Yes, it's the 5th year, and they're going really hard.
Oh, yeah.
We have
Bad Boys
Bad
out to
Boys.
St. Martin.
Bad Boys. You guys remember what Bad Boys sounded like? Do you remember who was on a Bad Boy member?
Yeah,
They're
out
coming back.
to SK, who we got?
We got Grandmasters.
Masters.
We have the Masters.
Time to drop the rhythm.
With the condition accent.
Okay, then we got Masters. We also have
The Big Bad.
We have Vibe.
Yes, Vibe.
Which is former Karimi.
Yes.
We have Vibe here.
Yes.
They're going to be kicking out. Hey, listen, this one going to be a real dance party. You know?
Yes.
And then we have somebody else now. Am I missing someone?
Forgive us if we're missing anybody. We just been going for days and days long, but
we miss Kes the Band.
We with Kes, yes.
Kes the Band.
Yeah,
Kes the Band is the headliner, and that's going to be excellent. That's going to be excellent.
We can't wait to hear the Savannah Grass. Everybody is waiting to hear
instead
that.
of singing Savannah Grass, he should say Carnival Village. You see what happens.
Let's see if we could get him to say that.
I ask him. I tell him about it. It's going to be great. After that, you get a little rest because we have the Junior and Cultural Parade on Sunday. That starts off. That kicks off at what, 2?
That kicks off at 2 o'clock from the ball field.
From
the Jose Lake ballpark.
John Cooper ball field. We kick off at 2.
Yeah.
We go down the Bush Road, onto the pond field, and right into the village. Then to be followed. So that's the Junior Parade, followed by the Cultural Parade, which is right behind it. And then when we get into the village, we're going to have our cultural night. That's put on by the Department of Culture. And they are going to organize an entire evening of some of the different cultures that call St. Martin home. And that we expect that to be really nice. It's family friendly. It's free. So if you come out early, see the parade, and then go into the village, and just have a good time. That's Sunday.
That's Sunday.
Now Monday, somebody say road march.
Somebody say road march. We have our road march that have just grown over the last couple of years. This year, the contestants themselves have been promoting themselves from forever, from the entire year. So this is going to be a really great show. We're excited about it.
And on that same
we
night,
also
we have
band clash. Yes, we have
so
band
we got
clash.
7 bands going for it for the band clash. 6 of them are in band of the year. And
it's 20 artists for
20 artists. We have 20 artists for the road
match
match as well. Come on, it's going to be a packed show. And we're going to start early. We're starting at 7 p.m. now, and that's from the village. So start to come in from as early as 6 o'clock. The gates should be open.
And we're really telling you guys, please be on time. You don't want to miss one of your favorite artists and then blame anybody after. So though some of the shows are being streamed for a little bit, don't count on that. Don't stay at home. Come out, support your favorite contestant for the road match and band clash.
And band clash. Yes. And right after that, the next day, we have our anniversary Golden Grand Parade. Right after, so like the next morning, so Tuesday, see you all down at the Jose Lake. If you're a reveler, meet you at the ballpark. We have some information about that coming out soon. So this is just there, huh? Okay, so get ready, get your costumes, and I'll meet you there. We're going to have one of the best parades. The colors are going to be there, the gold is going to be there. We have 25 plus troops. Come out, we're going to have a great time. It's going to be streamed online as well. So just keep your eye out for all this information coming out. And then the next day we do second day parade, the Labor Day parade.
We do it all over again.
That's going to start in town. That's going to start about 1 o'clock, I believe, in town at the roundabout, the Saltpickers roundabout. So just come out. As you know, that's a little bit freer. There's a little bit walk around. There's a little bit more turn up. We're going to have a good Labor Day parade for sure.
Yes.
And that, we're all ready to next week, Wednesday, huh?
Yes, that's the next week. That's a whole full week schedule.
That's a week schedule. And that was like 20 events. Feel like it, right? Carnival 50.
That just means that there's no sleep for either one of us.
I haven't slept in days. we just go in. We are so happy to the public for coming out and supporting every one of the events, Calypso, the Queen shows last night, and everything we've been doing already. Thank you. You're welcome. Come to your village. We're doing our best we can, and we know we're going to have a great celebration.
Indeed. This is your carnival. We did this for us. So just come out and enjoy yourself, have fun, and enjoy 50 and be safe, everybody.
Definitely.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Carnival. The 50th year of Carnival celebrations has officially been opened. As these festivities generate much economic activity and tourism, most of its governmental oversight comes from the Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunications, TIAT. However, Carnival is established as an aspect of our St. Martin culture, and for that reason, as Minister with responsibility for culture, I've worked with the Department of Culture to expand the cultural content of these celebrations. On Sunday, April 28th, the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation, SCDF, will present the Children's Parade combined with a cultural parade supported by efforts of the Department of Culture. In past exploratory conversations with SCDF on ways in which there can be more collaboration between SCDF and the Department of Culture, it was decided that the department would expand the cultural presence in Carnival. This year, the collaboration has been broadened to include both a cultural parade and a cultural night showcase. The Children's Parade has been augmented to include a cultural presentation. It is important for us to showcase our heritage during these weeks of festivities, and I look forward to the displays from all the participants in this cultural parade. To ensure that we all can enjoy the different events and activities planned, I encourage everyone to practice safety first. Wear seatbelts while driving. Do not drive if you're under alcoholic influence. Be mindful of the age limit for events, and do not have minors exposed to adult activities. Parents, safeguard your children. Ensure that proper supervision is in place for all children, whether at home, at the beach, or at the parade. And if you're unable to provide proper supervision during the various public events, then keep your children at home, and if necessary, stay at home with them also. A few weeks ago, I announced the completion of the installation of the 4 new light fixtures at the Raoul Illich Sports Complex, which was funded by the International Olympic Committee and the Dutch government. This was the culmination of lengthy discussions and collaboration with the above-mentioned entities, the St. Maarten government, the National Sports Institute, the Netherlands Olympic Committee, Netherlands Sports Federation, and the Dutch Football Federation, which started back early 2018. On April 29th, representatives of the Netherlands Olympic Committee, the Netherlands Sports Federation, and the Dutch Football Federation will be on the island to symbolically turn on the recently installed lights at the Raoul Illich Sports Complex. The ceremony is expected to start at 6:30 p.m. and end at 7 p.m. on Monday, April 29th. As previously stated, the lights at the Raoul Illich Sports Complex were funded by the International Olympic Committee, the Dutch government, and the Dutch government. However, besides the funding, we also received assistance from the Netherlands Olympic Committee, the Netherlands Sports Federation, and logistics and engineering expertise from the Dutch Football Federation. As Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, I would like to once again thank the International Olympic Committee, the Dutch government, the Netherlands Olympic Committee, the Netherlands Sports Federation, the Dutch Football Federation, and their assistances in making this possible. We would also like to thank the St. Maarten Soccer Association for their assistance with the temporary lights at the Raoul Illich Sports Complex following the hurricane.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Maarten.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact Wib today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices, the Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you're for. Can you come, girl? Let me groove, let me groove, let me groove, let me groove. Hey, it's can you come, girl? I wanna groove, I wanna groove, groove. I want your bed right over, girl. Go a little lower, push back a little harder, roll it slower. I want you shake up your body, girl. Roll up your body.
For years, the Dutch police officers, it's a usual thing that they come to St. Martin to help. At any time that the St. Martin government will pay their salary or their income, and if so be the case, it never happened. Why now there's a proposal for St. Martin to pay the Dutch officers?
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Brown. First of all, the Dutch police officers, KPN, they came after the hurricane. That was number one. Number two is they're going to be here until mid next year. And there are financial consequences for them being here, whether it's housing, per diems, etc. We have a responsibility to also pick up part of that bill as well. It is 3.2 million euros that we have to make sure that we have on the budget to ensure that they're here. But I understand that the importance of them being here is not only to fill the capacity void that we may have, but also allows our police officers who are in training to complete their courses. We have 3 classes actually. The first BPO class should be finishing up in May, the next one in January, February next year, and then the third class will be 6 months after. So while they are here, the officers are able to study and get trained to be complete BPO officers and higher. So it's actually a good thing for us, and it does come with a price tag that we have to accept.
My question is for the Minister of Finance. Recently, the Council of State was very critical of the CFT in the way that they have been handling the affairs of the islands. In fact, they're saying that CFT should be more proactive when it comes to issues such as poverty, socioeconomic developments, government finances, and of course civil servants organizations. I'm sure you have taken note of that report. If you have, can you give us an idea as to how you feel about the issued report of the Council of State?
Thank you, Stephen. Good morning to my colleagues and to the press corps. Good morning to the people of St. Martin. Thank you for that question. I think it's a very important question that you state here, but I would like to make sure that the context is perceived correctly by the people, where the Council of State is mentioning that the CFT should also look at the social issues that we have, for instance, and support NGOs to support them. The CFT, by Kingdom Law on financial supervision, does not directly provide the possibilities for that body to do such, because that's not their task. Their task is to supervise the financial management, help us in that as well. What they are actually saying is that the CFT should be more proactive in the sense that look at the both countries, St. Martin and Curacao, how through their budgets they can create space in their budgets to also include helping out on those facets in society. What they're actually saying is, and that is what I have been saying even before I was the Minister of Finance, I think the CFT should not only be a kind of a watchdog or our overseeing supervisory accountant. I think the CFT should also be there to support any government in creative ideas to solve problems. And that is something I find they have been lacking for quite some time. In all honesty, I must say that lately they are trying to move into that direction. But it is not easy so far for them to go all the way. But also in their defense, I also must say that give and take some issues at time, but that's how it goes, in life in general. We have a very good working relationship with them. I have my doubts on certain things, but that is not for this media to discuss. That's why you sit at the table and you discuss things. But I think that definitely it's about time that the CFT start working with governments and not only, looking from top down and, telling us this is not good and this is the way. You have to be supportive of us as well, because that is also, which I always find very important in the transfer of knowledge and experience should always be a factor in anything that we do with bodies like CFT or with consultants. We should learn and gain that experience as well. And that is exactly what I would like to see for this year.
One,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
4. But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4. Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2,
3,
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Going home. Out your house with your family and friends. We are the leaders.